Hey, Amy Posner here, and I want to talk to you today about customer service, delivering a VIP experience versus not delivering a VIP experience, and when is each appropriate and why. Okay, so you're delivering customer service to your client, whether you're aware of it or not. Everything that you do and everything that you do and say, and every time you interact with them, you're delivering customer service. It's either deliberate and on purpose or it isn't. And I'm going to suggest that you be deliberate and on purpose and that you aim to give really good customer service. Now, a little caveat here. I see a lot of people thinking of clients as adversaries, right? It's like they're over here and they've got a project and you want to win the project and you want to, win the project for as much money as you can. But I want to encourage you not to see clients as adversaries, not to see them as checkbooks, but to see them as your equal. They're another business owner. They have a particular problem that your business solves. So you're business owner to business owner, you're equals. Now, what kind of customer service you can offer really depends on how you bill and how you charge. And so if you're like most of us and you base your projects on an internal hourly rate, you know something that a number that you don't want to go below, and you know how long a project takes you, and you multiply those two numbers, and now you have a project price that you may adjust up or down based on certain variables. And one of those variables can in fact be customer service. And so, in other words, you can bake in the kind of customer service you are going to deliver into the price. So like for my projects, I've gotten to a pretty decent number, but that number takes into account hours that I am going to be spending taking care of my client. That's onboarding, that's offboarding, that is responding to inquiries during the project. It might be, tweaking or changing a little thing. It might even be at the end of the project offering something a little extra, which I often do. I'm just going to throw this in. But I've charged enough that I can feel generous. And so, and I like to be generous. And I also really, really like people to feel well taken care of. I want people to feel like if they hire me for a project, it's turnkey. They can let go of the reins. They can let go of everything. They don't have to think about it anymore. And they know it's going to get done. It's going to get done well. And it's going to get done on time. So let's just talk about what are a couple of those touch points that make up a VIP experience. So first of all, it begins from the very first time that you talk to them. It's how you treat them. It's your attitude, and it's what comes across. And it's having a process, right? It's being able to talk during that discovery call about your process and what it looks like and what it's going to look like to work with you. But what it looks like at the various touch points is, so you have your onboarding process. You can have an onboarding process that, is set in stone, and this is how I do my onboarding, or you can have some things that are flexible and variable. Like I have a pretty detailed intake questionnaire, and I really like people to fill it out on their own because I feel like they put more time and effort into it than when they're talking. When you're thinking and you have to write something, you tend to be more focused and more specific. So I really like them to write it out. In fact, I will ask them if there's more than one person who's going to be reviewing the project or is going to be involved in the project. I like them to fill it out separately. I like to see where their answers overlap and where they don't. An option though, and I offer this to people, look, if you'd rather I interviewed you and we walk through this, I am perfectly happy to do that. And I explain to them that I'd rather have them fill it out, and I tell them why, which is what I just told you. But it's that kind of thing. I'm being flexible and I'm allowing them. It doesn't really affect the process very much either way. It takes me more time, obviously, to interview them. But again, I've baked that in. And so now what excellent customer service looks like there is making it convenient for them, doing it in the way that they want to do it. There are certain things that they're going to have to follow my rules because that's how good copy gets done. But there are certain places that I can be flexible. What else it looks like is I touch in with people on a regular basis because I know they're sitting there wondering like, what's going on in my project? They don't really want to get out of their headspace and get into yours and have to go ask you, but they are curious. And so if you hit them, at various points with an update, just a really brief update, they feel like they know the project's moving forward and they feel confident and they can continue to leave the project with you and not think about it. Other good customer service, again, which way do people like to do it? I have very specific, when I say do it, I mean anything. I have a very specific process that I bring a client through, including, how we review copy, what I expect from them. And I lay all those things out at the beginning of the project, but it's with a little bit of open-mindedness, like, will this work for you? What's your style of communication? What do you prefer? Would you like me When I have questions, you want me to gang them all up and get them like in one email, either at the beginning or the end of the day? Or would you like me to pepper you with questions when I have them? And people really have different preferences of how they want to work and how involved they want to be and what level of involvement is going to make them feel that they're well taken care of. And so all of these points are an opportunity for you to make the person feel really well taken care of. And I think really what that boils down to, if I were to sum it up, it's keeping them informed, making them feel confident that you've got the project well in hand and you know what the hell you're doing, and being courteous and considerate of what's going to work best for them. And, I'm not willing to compromise something that matters, like research or how many people I talk to, but I'm certainly willing to bend my communication style and other things that just aren't going to impact me very much to make it easy for them. So I think what good customer service looks like is treating someone as an equal, because when you're being subservient and somebody's looking for an equal, not only can they feel it, but it's like it instantly disqualifies you. It's not what they're looking for. And I'm going to promise you that the higher level clients are looking for a more turnkey experience, and they're looking for a higher level of customer service. And not every one of them will say to you, oh, that's what I look for when I'm looking for a copywriter. And when they have that experience, they know it. And when they talk to various different people, they get a sense of who can provide that experience and who will give them the kind of customer care that's important to them. And so some people, it may not be important. For people for whom that's not important, they're not an ideal client of mine. I really like spoiling customers, and I charge well for it. It's a win-win. I'm not really interested in somebody that wants an express version. That's not that I don't want to talk to them all the time, but I want to create a certain relationship. And I want to establish myself as the professional and as the authority. And I think that's where those things tie in. And so I want to encourage you to think of your clients not as adversaries, but as like co-equal business owners. Kind of a funny way to use the word co-equal. And I think what you'll find is as you start doing that, you're going to feel more confident. And it's kind of a funny thing because the business confidence does lend itself to landing better clients, which gives you a chance to write better copy projects and improve your copy. So I hope this helps. If you have any specific questions, pop them below. I will happily answer them. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. And if you'd like to get notified when these episodes drop, click the bell and you will get notified. Thanks. Bye for now.